Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of the Beginner's Guide to Modded Minecraft series. First of all, if you notice that up here there's this little thing, okay? We are going to do something with that really quick. So you can go into your inventory and you got NEI here. I forgot to explain this. NEI is a really cool mod that does lots of stuff. And sorry about this thing that keeps popping up over here just whenever I move my mouse over. Yeah. So you can when you're in cheat mode, there's different modes. So you go to inventory and there's cheat mode, recipe mode, and utility mode. Recipe mode is what you'd be in if you're playing on a legit world. Cheat mode, no one really uses the utility mode much, but cheat mode allows all these things. So like magnet mode, which item magnet. You can change your game mode, you can change whether it's raining or not, you can delete items, you can change the time, and you can heal yourself. And you can save your inventory over here. And when you hold R over something, it shows you its recipes. Cool. And when you press U over something, so you could also left click when you're in recipe mode, or right click when you're in left click in recipe mode will show you its recipe, right click in recipe mode will show you its uses. So yeah, so this is all the kinds of stuff pistons can be used for. Yeah, it's a lot. So that's cool and all. And a right click in cheat mode gives you one of the items. A left click gives you a stack of the items. So let's get a wood log. So let me mention in this series, you should know before you start with this series, you should know how vanilla Minecraft works. You should be able to start yourself off with vanilla Minecraft. I won't be showing that. So you're going to take some wood, and I'll just get a couple of pieces. Let's just get a whole stack, why not? So here's some of your options for crafting tables. You could do a vanilla crafting table, but we're not playing vanilla. Who wants to do that? Whoops. Sorry guys, I'll turn that music off. Or I'll just turn it down. It's kind of nice. Or I turn my sound down. Okay, so, what we can do now is I'm just showing you guys some cool stuff we can do. So we could make a pocket crafter. Cool. And we can also make a crafting station. Now, I like to start off with a pocket crafter in most of my series, and crafting stations are nice as well, because when you exit the inventory, they don't drop their items. And if you don't want your crafting station, if you only want your crafting station to be half a block, you can do that. So, crafting station slab, pretty much. Cool. Whoa, what the heck? Choo Choo? What mod is that from? I don't know, actually. Cool. Interesting. Might want to place a torch down there. So, before I get sidetracked too much, let me tell you guys what the topic of today's episode is going to be. Today, we are going to focus on Tinker's Construct, a very cool mod about tools, and that's what this is from. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys. If you want this thing, like it says crafting station, Tinker's Construct up there, you can go into you go world, highlight tooltips, and click hidden. Or hidden. Oh, okay. It's just the Walia one that's on right now. So to do that, let me see. Yeah. So you set a keybind in your, you just set a keybind. Mine is like in your controls. You'll just go through. And I think you guys can figure it out. But yeah, so mine like that. And then if you press 0, you can let's do this. So you can show or hide it from here. You press 0 on the numpad. I don't know what you do if you don't have a numpad, but configure aspect. So let's say I want to move this over here, how about? And let's turn the alpha. Wait, whoa. All the way up, and then click OK. And turn it back on, Oh, wait. Okay, so let's move it down because I have my mini-map there. Yeah. No. Sorry, guys. You know, I'll play with this off camera for a second. Be right back. How's that look, guys? That is cool. Okay. So, we're going to get started with Tinker's Construct, which is what these tables are from. And this takes up 9 slots of your inventory to craft. Like, you just craft with these 9 slots of your inventory over here. Okay, so how you get started with Tinker's Construct? Well, first of all, this book is from Tinker's Construct, Materials and You. So, you can read through this. So, we're going to need to craft a bunch of these blank patterns and a stencil table, part crafter, pattern chest, and a tool station. The tool forge is an upgraded version of the tool station that we're not going to be making in this episode. As you see, it requires these seared bricks, which take a little bit of work to make, but we're going to need to make them in this episode, and some iron blocks, but yeah. So you're going to need to go mining before you get a lot of stuff done, obviously. And these, they're from ChocoCraft. I don't know much about ChocoCraft, but from what I've heard, it's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to get, and also if you search in NEI, if you search the name of the mod, if you have Wayla installed, so in this mod pack does, it'll pull up everything from the mod, like, you know, like stuff. So, see, this is all Tinker's Construct. It's because you have these tooltips here. So, we're going to get one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Alright, that's cool and all, and we're going to get some patterns, some blank patterns. Where are you, blank patterns? Blank patterns. Blank pattern. And the whole series will not be this slow, guys. I'm sorry about this, if this episode's a little slow. And also, okay, one other thing from Tinker's Construct I want to show you. You can get wooden armor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom. And some leggings. Yikes. Okay, so we got wooden armor. As you see, it does not provide much protection at all, but it's better than nothing early game. So let's place down these things. I get really OCD about this, so you don't have to place them in this specific order, but this is the way I like to place them. Stencil table, pattern chest, part builder, tool station. The only thing that really matters is the part builder and the pattern chest have to be right next to each other. But you could switch everything around as long as those two are next to each other. So what you're going to do, your blank patterns are going to go in the stencil table. So let's say we're going to make a pickaxe. So, oh, by the way, when you craft these, so once you craft one of these, like legitimately, it's going to give you this book. So in this book, here, let's set the time to dawn. In this book, you'll read about all the fancy stuff there is. But let's say we want to make a pickaxe, right? So you're going to need a pickaxe head, a tool rod, and a tool binding. Cool. So we go through here. This is a tool rod pattern, so let's get a tool rod, pickaxe head, and there's the tool binding. So what you're going to do now is you're going to throw these in your pattern chest. And this is why these things need to be next to each other, because you open this and you have access to all of that. So let's get some cobblestone, shall we? And we're going to take this cobblestone, and you see these all have a material cost. Now, the material cost is a very important thing. You see the pickaxe head has 1. So when we put this over here, you put your material in this slot, it'll consume an entire piece of cobblestone to make the head. But let's say we were making, these both have a material cost of 0.5, so it'll only take half a piece of cobblestone to make it. So we've got we get our stone binding, and we still have a stone shard left, which counts as half a piece of cobble. So you put that in for your tool rod, and there you go. For 2 pieces of cobble, you just got yourself an entire pickaxe, well, all the parts. Then you come over to your tool station, and you select the tool you want, And you put the parts in, and let's name it a pick. I don't know. I'm not creative. So you name it whatever you want, pull it out. You can't rename it in this, though. That's important to note. So then, let's see if we can find some cobble. Yeah, you know what? I've got some in my inventory. So, it's a pickaxe. Cool, but this is a pretty basic pickaxe. I mean, you're going to want fancier stuff, like iron. So why don't we make an iron pickaxe? And by the way, you can make each part out of different materials. They don't all, like you could do stone and wood, like a wood binding, and then a stone rod and head. You can make any combination or whatever you want. So now let's go through here, and let's say we want to get an iron pickaxe head. Okay, that sounds good. Wait, what? Why is it not letting? You cannot make iron. You cannot even make, well, any metal tools have to be made through a special device known as okay, let's see, the smeltery. So let's get everything we need for a smeltery. Smelteries are very buggy at the moment, so hopefully I'll be able to show this off. If not, you guys are, I don't know what you guys are gonna have to do. So you're gonna want some seared bricks, which come from, like that. Grout is made like so. Or you could make it like that. But, yeah. Cool. You don't need seared glass, but I like to have it. You can look up all these recipes in NEI. I'm not going to go okay, I guess I can go through them, since it's a beginner's guide and all. Cool, and there's a lot of fancy glass and stone bricks stuff, so you can use a lot of stuff. And so yeah, so this is how we're gonna start. You're gonna dig I'm just gonna hack in a shovel. And metallurgy changes the textures for a lot of vanilla tools. I think you can make it any size at this point, but I think the smallest you can make it is a nice little 3x3 hole here in the ground. Next, what you're going to want to do is, let me think. Yeah, surround two sides like this entirely with stuff, and then you're going to want to put one here and a glass here. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, it does. No. I'm indecisive. You know what? Fine. We'll just deal with it. Seared tank there, and we need a smeltery controller. So, smeltery controller, and we're going to need some drains. We're going to need a casting table, a casting basin. So, drains, or that's the casting table. Come on. Is it going to crash me? Nope. Casting basin. Drains. And, okay. And the smeltery controller is just like so. Cool. So, the controller, you know what? I think, you know what? You don't need things in the, I did this wrong. I'll be right back when I break all this stuff. Okay, guys, I did these sides right. I actually accidentally started placing stuff on top of this center 3x3 area. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fix that. And we're going to have our glass here. We're going to have our tank here. And our controller. The controller is the most important thing. You need a controller and a tank for it to work. And then what we're going to do is you need any kind of smeltery blocks to complete this. We're going to have drains. I mean, this takes a little while to make, but it's a very good thing to make. We're also going to need some faucets. Faucets. And the recipe for those is like so. You're going to put one on each drain. Make sure it's facing like so. And if you're making this just one level high, you can make it more levels high later. And I might show that in a minute. You're going to want a casting basin under one and a casting table under the other. Cool. So now we can throw... so we only need 2 iron to make this whole thing. But actually first, we're going to get the Mighty Smelting Book. Mighty Smelting! You will get this when you craft your first seared brick. So, we're going to go to the alloys page. We need to make this aluminum brass, made from 3 aluminum and 1 copper. Now, let me give you a hint. An ore counts as 2. So, if I get aluminum... And I don't think aluminum spawns in the pack anymore. I'm going to have to figure out how to get it for you guys. But I think you just use bauxite ore, actually. Let's try that. You know what? This is all bugged, and I just want to get it done. But there's an ore called bauxite ore that you'll use. And I'm going to get 1 copper. And this one from Metallurgy, where are you? This one is the one that'll spawn. So what you do is you take some lava. And what you're going to do is, let's get 2 lava buckets, sure. So you throw them in the seared tank. Oh, and by the way, when you know you've built it right when this thing has flames. So cool, we can see the lava in there. Maybe it's not as bugged as I thought. So let's throw in the aluminum ore and the copper ore. And I'm gonna, in this episode, I'm just showing you basic stuff. But hey, it looks like it is not bugged anymore. That is cool. Awesome. So you'll see the progress bars here, and when these all melt down, I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're here and we're just about to catch it. The copper just melted and it turned into aluminum brass. So right here, if you look, we got 8 ingots worth of aluminum brass. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make some casts. To make casts, what you need is you need aluminum brass, liquid aluminum brass, and you need whatever tool part you're going to make a cast of. So I prepared some, I already showed you guys how to make tool parts. So you right click it onto the casting table, not the basin, and you right click the faucet. It'll drain the aluminum brass out and you've got a pickaxe head cast. Now you need one for each part you're going to do. Alright, so boom and boom. So I said, remember how I said 1 ore counts as 2 ingots in here. So if you just throw ore in here, and you can make an ingot cast too. Why don't I do that really quick? And an ingot cast is a very good way to empty out this stuff. So you just throw an ingot on there. Any ingot will do. And we got our cast. So basically what you do is you throw any ore in here, and it'll melt down the ore. And then you just throw it into an ingot cast, and you'll get double the ores. You'll get twice as many ingots as ores you put in. So that's cool. And so I'm just going to turn the rest of this aluminum brass into ingots. So you just do that and pour it into the existing cast. And when I do that, I'm just telling you guys what I'm going to do. You know what? Here, I can just do it on camera really quick. So Tinker's Construct, this is one of my favorite parts. The fact that you can just melt down metals and you have to interact with them like this. I think it's just really cool. Alright, so that's all we got in there. And now, it only takes 2 iron per pickaxe, and you can't put 2 in one slot. So I'm just, and I know it shows iron blocks there, it just shows something. And by the way, don't place, like if you're using ores, don't place the block in here, because as you can see, these aren't real blocks, it's just visual. So I'll be right back once these iron melt up. Okay guys, I'm back, and the iron is melted. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a pickaxe cast, or pickaxe head, it is. Going on. Pig iron and blood and molten iron. The heck? Huh. Okay, you know what? I think it's because I went in there. So you just break the controller to clear it. And I guess I'll melt up some more iron. And while I'm doing that, I want to talk about what's going on in this series. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you tons of different ways to do something, and when episodes are on the same topic, like episode 2 is going to be a 2-part episode, so it'll be episode 2A and episode 2B. So like next episode we're going to start like episode 2 is going to be about like your main machine mods that you're going to like want to do pretty early. So next episode, well, there's 4 of them that we got installed in the pack that I know of. There's Thermal Expansion, IC2, Ender.io, and Mechanism. I will be showing them all, and I will probably be doing 2 mods per part. So that's how it's going to work. And let's see. Come on, Iron. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now it should work. Yeah. I will show you what the casting basin is for in a second, too. So I got a pickaxe head. Now I need a tool rod. Let's see if this will work. So if you right-click these, you can disable them, but it hasn't been working for me recently. Come on. Be noon. Why it's so dark? I don't know. Whatever. Cast. Yay. Okay. So let's come back over to our tool station. And pickaxe. Yay, so we got an iron pickaxe. But what if we want to add some stuff to it? Like, what if we want this pickaxe to be able to mine obsidian? Well, let's test it first. Get some obsidian. Whoops. Not what I meant to get. Obsidian, and let's get a diamond too. So we're going to cover the concept of modifiers here. So let's place this obsidian down. Let's say yeah. Oh no, I can't mine it with an iron pickaxe. But if I put it in here, in the anvil portion, and stick a diamond on it, see, modifiers remaining. 2, 3. 2, 3. See? Yeah. And the mining level is changing from redstone to obsidian, and the durability goes up by 500. In this book, you can learn about all the modifiers. But I take it now. And now, I mean, it'll still take the 15 seconds it takes to mine obsidian in vanilla. But it do. Yay. So, also, oh no, it took damage. We can repair it by just putting iron in here. Like whatever material the head is made out of. So yeah, let's just talk about some of the modifiers for a minute that we can put on our pickaxes and other tools. And I will show you guys the longsword. I don't know if I'm going to show you that right now. I might show it later in the series when I go over more Tinker's Construct stuff. At some point. Okay, so it goes through all the materials here that you can make. And here's the modifiers. Diamond. You guys can pause the video and read on each page. Redstone gives you haste. Auto repair for moss, and I'll show you how to get that in a while. Oh, and those are crafting recipes for moss and lava balls. Lapis gives you fortune. And looting on a sword. Sharpness. Fiery. Necrotic is life drain, basically. Like, so it'll drain the enemy's life and give you it. Silk touch. Reinforced, I guess, helps durability. Knockback. Beheading. Bane of Arthropods. Smite. Electric. You can also get, this one will let you charge it with IC2 power if you do a battery in a circuit, but if you do something for thermal expansion, you can use thermal expansion power. And, okay, so if you use a block of gold and a diamond, you can get an additional modifier on your tool, because you have a limit. And also, you can get one with Nether Star, but you can only do Nether Star. You can do both Nether Star and gold block diamond, but you can only do each once. And that's it. So now, I want to show you guys something cool. So let's get some sand, right? Let's say we want some really fancy glass. So I'm going to melt some sand down in here and be right back.